What's the transition to setter been like for you?
It's been fun. It's definitely a lot tougher, like mentally, because I have to think a lot more. But it's fun. You know, I've been playing one position for a long time, so it's exciting.
What other position did you play before, and I guess how long did it kind of take you to really kind of get a grasp of setter?
In high school, I was an outside back row, and I mean, I would set from the back row a little bit, but never played setter, and so I have experience setting, but not being a setter. So
I guess what aspects of it did you kind of, I guess, grasp onto pretty quick, and what kind of took you a little bit of time to really kind of get used to?
I don't know if I've grasped anything yet, but I'm getting there. Obviously, as a hitter, I think I'd like to think I know like who to set and where to put the ball, but we're still getting there.
Last weekend, I guess, what did y'all learn from the scrimmage?
The inter-squad scrimmage.
Yeah.
It was just exciting because compared to last year, you know, we definitely have gotten off to a stronger start, and it's just nice to be able to have girls that can like hit the ball harder, and it better prepares us defensively and makes everyone better.
How, I guess, what are y'all's goals going into this weekend? Obviously, you want to win 4 matches, but like personally, maybe for you, to kind of progress.
I would say, yeah, definitely win 4 matches would be sweet, but it's just going to be nice to play another team because it feels like it's been a while, and just be going into it more confident. You know, last year being a freshman, you're a little nervous, and so now it's nice to like go into it with a little more swag maybe.
This is the start of, quite a few road trips for you guys. I mean, how important is it for you to guys kind of get things going pretty quick, considering how often you guys will be out of town?
Yeah, we play a lot of games on the road, so it's good to be able to play the same that we play here on the road. So it shouldn't matter where we play. We should be balling.
Sarah, how do you guys think you did over the weekend in the scrimmage?
I think we did pretty well. It was the first time kind of being out in our main arena and kind of play in front of people, and so I think that it was pretty good to see our talent and see what we have to bring for the season.
Well, you and Allison kind of did pretty well there. I guess, what did you think of the way Emerson played? I know not your typical outside hitter, but certainly was kind of getting in there.
Yeah, she definitely is a different kind of outside that we haven't really had before, and it's a good kind of mix to bring to our team, and she brings a lot of good shots, and she brings a different kind of style to her like kind of play. So it's fun to play with her because she brings different aspects to the court, which is fun.
I know she's one of a bunch of newcomers y'all had, I guess. Who kind of stood out to you in terms of either the transfers or just some of the freshmen?
I think all of them really impressed me when they came. They all came ready to fight and to play, and they brought it all, which is really inspiring and really good to see. Emily Hill, who just transferred from Mississippi State, she's obviously one of our really good players, and she's just really fun to play with. She knows when to put the ball down and when to keep it in play. And Allison White is a freshman, and she's just really amazed me with how well she's been playing.
It's just overall, what do you feel you'll have to do successfully this weekend to kind of get yourselves a couple wins?
I think it's just kind of like an all encompassing, like we just need to clean up all of our touches, make sure that we're being intentional. That's kind of like our motto for this season, is just to be intentional. So really working on focusing on every touch that we make and trying to make the ball better.
It's exciting for you to be able to go back to Houston. I know you went to Houston last year to go back and play in front of your family and everything.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Last year when we went to Houston, I was hurt, so I couldn't go. And so going back home will be really fun because my family and friends will come and see me, who I haven't seen in a while. So it's always fun to go and play in front of people that you haven't played in front of in a while. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, are you ready to unleash this team after the scrimmage over the weekend?
Absolutely. Yeah, this team looks good. We're just in a place where we got to be rested up and feeling physically 100%. But I feel like we put our work in, and we're more than ready.
What are some of the things that you liked, maybe didn't like from the scrimmage over the weekend?
Yeah, we liked a lot of things about the scrimmage. I thought our defense, our service was very good. I thought we competed hard. there weren't any real negatives. I felt like the red team took maybe a few too many hitting errors, but that was more of a case of our hitters just going for too much than there being something just wrong with the offense or something they were doing. So just their aggressiveness got the best of them a couple of times, and we'll reel them in and talk to them this week about shot selection and just how they want to approach that ball. But overall, we look good.
Coach, what are your expectations maybe different right now than maybe where they were when you started this whole thing at the beginning of last year?
Yeah, I think when you first get in and you have a new team, new conference, new environment, you have high expectations, but you don't know how realistic those are, and you don't really know what you're up against until you get in the middle of it, and you can look at your own team and see, okay, this is where we're coming up short, or this is where we need to add. And so we did all that. We went through that year, got through the off season where we did add those pieces that we needed, and the things that we really fell short at last year, which was our ball control and just how we ran our offense, how we executed, I feel like we've more than added to those things. So my confidence level is so much different than it was a year ago, and I know we've got a team that can back that up. So I'm feeling pretty good.
What would you consider a successful weekend?
Well, anytime we want to play down there who we're playing, we want to win, we expect to win, and we're going down there with that intention. So, 4-0 is definitely on our mind. That's what we want. And, if we play well and do our thing, then those are realistic things to talk about. So we've got to take it, just one match at a time. We don't know these teams real well. We're watching old video and piecing together some scouting reports. So once we get in the middle of it, we'll know where we got to adjust. But, heading off to Houston, we feel like we're in good shape.
What are some things you hope to see taking into game action, maybe from the practice gym, or maybe some things you've been doing well and there are some things you might need to work on and get in there?
Yeah, right now the biggest thing to work on is just, you try to replicate game situations and you're trying to play at that game speed and have that game energy, and you can't do it. It's just not the same. And so it'll be nice to play in a crowd where it actually means something and we have to perform, and we're going to be tested, whether it's through a score or an opponent playing well or a bad call or whatever, and we're going to have to rally and see what we're all about. And so those are the things that you really can't do in practice that we want to see where we're at. And then just seeing how our leaders step up and who our go-to players become, and just see how everybody's role evolved.
But you talk about 4-0 being the expectation this weekend. You talk about mindset and entering every match saying we're going to win this match. Is that something you feel like a group can be taught, or is that something that an individual has to enter a program with?
Yeah, I think it's something that you can talk about. I think it's something that you try to develop. You put them in that situation, and we talk a lot about messaging here, and how that message is received and carried forward by the players. And so they may hear the same thing out of me every day, and it may be exactly what they're supposed to hear, but if they don't have the strength, or they're not in the right place to do something with it, then it just falls flat. And so that's where I think that the team has grown the most, is they found a different confidence. They've heard that message enough, and they look at themselves a lot differently to where they can see themselves being that one to carry it forward. And they trust their talent, they trust their teammates. And so, yeah, I do think that eventually in time these things kind of kick in, but it's one of those things that you never know from player to player, team to team, when it's going to happen, and this team is not a young team, but they're not a group of seniors either. We have a bunch of middle children here, so they know the right thing, they know the message, and I do think that it's about to kick in for them.